everyone, and welcome back to another video on Nevaeh's Voice. So I really wanted to talk to you guys about something because I was on Facebook today and I had seen something on my page, and I just really want to talk to you guys about it because I can completely relate to it, and I feel like some of my other grieving mothers can also relate to it. So I just want to share this with you guys really quickly. Like I said, I was going through my Facebook and I had seen this quote. I'm going to pop it up right here on the screen. It says, "Your triggers are your responsibility. It isn't the world's obligation to tiptoe around you." I just want to get into this because with this quote, like, I can agree, but I also disagree. So I just want to talk about the first part where it says your triggers. So I honestly, as a grieving parent, I have a lot of triggers, and I don't ever talk about them, but I have a lot. It is a work in progress. So listen, I agree with they're your responsibility, okay? I do, because you have to control your triggers. You have to find a way to live life with your triggers, and it's hard. It's very, very hard, but no one ever knows about my triggers. I don't talk about them because then I always feel like it makes me look like the bad person if I say what my trigger is or how like a person set off my trigger. So it's like, I agree with that. It's your responsibility to try to control it as much as possible, to not, if you express it, to not come across as an asshole because you're in like this mind frame of hurt or whatever you're personally going through. But here's the but. This is when I disagree, because I feel like if it depends like who the people are in your life or who you're around. I feel like when they know your triggers, if they know your triggers, and they still continuously do it. Now, learning people's triggers, that's one thing, because it's not like, oh, this is my trigger and you're just gonna never do it ever again. People are human. People make mistakes. Sometimes people don't think or realize they're setting off your specific trigger. But for the people in your life that may know your triggers and still continuously do them after you tell them time and time again, like, this is what upsets me, this is what pisses me off, this is what makes me sad, this is and they don't listen, then I kind of feel like that responsibility lies on the other person, who then at that point is setting off your trigger. My standpoint in learning from my lessons last year, learning that my triggers they're really not, to me, they're not controllable, because they're always going to happen. But learning how to handle them when they're happening is a completely different, utterly thing. Because let me tell you, my triggers, I have them all the time. Sometimes like every day, multiple times a day, but you would never be able to tell, because that's my responsibility of trying not to let you know. For me, this is just for me, let you know that this is a trigger, and because my triggers are so sensitive, I choose not to say what they are and just choose to handle them in silence. Now, the tiptoe part of this quote, I feel like people should not have to tiptoe around you and your triggers. But what I feel like people should do is respect your triggers. Don't make it seem like, oh, your triggers aren't nothing, or, you know, like I said, if you tell them multiple times and they just keep doing it. Like I said, sometimes it's not on purpose, sometimes, but they need to realize, like, doing or saying certain things, whatever it may be at that moment, for that person, for that individual person, you kind of try to watch it, especially if you love that person, you care about that person, you don't want to send this person mind crazy because you just can't seem to control your mouth, you know? I just felt like this quote kind of was like, something to talk about. But do you guys have any triggers? I don't care if you lost a child or not. Let me know some of your triggers down in the comments. Don't let me feel like I'm alone. I know I'm not. So anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that because, like I said, I haven't ever made a video talking about my triggers, and I feel like that's something that people should be aware of sometimes, or not, your choice. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.